When Activision went looking to select a team as dynamic and intense as the action-driven game they'd be designing, their search ended at 7 studios, the developer destined to bring the cosmic ray altered astronauts of the Fantastic Four to the PlayStation 2.
I'm a massive fan of Fantastic Four.
I'm actually a fan of the Fantastic Four.
We're a group of guys who make games. We love superheroes.
We literally danced around the office. We were so excited.
Figuring out what is going to be the most interesting, the best, the most exciting Fantastic Four game possible.
The next minute, I was on a flight to New York to shoot city pictures.
Feels like, as a company, this is a game that we were created to make.
As the film rockets into theaters this summer, enthusiastic fans will have the opportunity to go beyond the big screen and bring the quad of Marvel's most popular heroes into their homes.
I think one of the really interesting things about this group of superheroes compared to others is that they don't have secret identities. They actually are who they are. Everybody knows who they are, and you sort of go through the transformation process with them.
The cosmic rays have altered our DNA somehow.
This better be a hell of a bad dream.
DNA not recognized.
We follow the evolution of the Fantastic Four in how they get their powers, then onto how they use their powers against evil.
Ever dream of turning invisible, flying through the air, stretching your limbs into infinity, or smashing your enemies with a single devastating blow? Unlike most superhero games which focus on just one character, Fantastic Four puts the multifaceted abilities of all the main characters into your hands.
A lot of people actually really don't know who the Fantastic Four are. I wear my shirt around all the time because I'm really proud of the project and the property. I run into people and they say, yeah, there's the stretchy guy, yeah, and the fire guy. But really there's Ben Grimm, who's the big rock, the orange guy. He's really the tank of the group. Reed Richards, who a lot of people confuse me with. He is the leader of the group. He's the brains behind the organization. Sue Storm, who is actually Reed's girlfriend. She is the Invisible Girl originally. I think they probably changed it to the Invisible Woman to be a little bit more correct.
A woman's work is never done.
And then there's Johnny Storm, who also is known as Johnny Flame. Obviously, he's one of the most famous ones. They're not just a group of characters, but they're all interrelated. You know, you have Johnny and Sue, who are brother and sister.
Nice work back there.
Why do you sound so surprised?
Easy, sis. Just giving you props.
Reed and Sue, who have a relationship. Ben, who's sort of the outcast, but also has a kind of a crush on Sue.
Ben, it's Sue. Open the door.
No, you can't see me like this.
So they have this sort of dysfunctional family group as well as their superpowers that are also really interesting.
Every hero needs a villain to wreak some havoc, and while the game will be populated with a multitude of familiar faces, perhaps none are as iconic and frightening as the metallic visage of Dr. Victor Von Doom himself.
Reed, I want some answers. I expect to see you this evening at the museum.
The Fantastic Four has always emphasized teamwork, and here, the more you coordinate your attacks and work together, the more reward you get.
We actually shaped the levels to fit the character perfectly. So we have sections where you're Johnny only, and at certain times we would bring them together so that they can fight together as 2 or 3 or even 4 and have them defeat even bigger and bigger enemies.
One of my favorite things to do is buff up the other character. So as Johnny, you can actually put a ring of fire around Sue. And you can actually call for a buddy buff. Say you're Ben, you're in trouble. You can call Sue and she can put a shield around you. Another aspect of teamwork that is really fun is the ability to use team combos. When you or AI character grapples a character, you actually can run up to him and you pull off a really cool move. We also reward the player by doing teamwork, by giving them extra bonuses.
Just like their early comic book counterparts, the game characters need time to master their powers. This evolving character growth allowed the producers to faithfully recreate the Fantastic Four universe while rewarding players with a wide variety of power-ups.
You purchase upgrades, you purchase new moves, like to simulate the fact that they are getting used to their powers in the beginning of our game, and then by the end of the game, they are very used to the powers and just unleashing some devastating attacks on the enemy.
So you're never bored because you're always switching between characters, but you never get bored with any character because you're always saving up for that next cool upgrade, and it keeps it really exciting all the way up to the end.
A lot of the enjoyment in team games comes from playing with a friend, and Fantastic Four is no different. Utilizing a unique co-op mode designed specifically for team play, the game offers 2 players the ability to fight side by side, an experience different than the single-player game.
In our testing and in the focus testing, that's really been something that people have keyed on and have loved. It's so much fun to be Johnny and Ben together with your friend, and you can yell at each other and get mad and steal the points.
This is the part where you bump your buddy and tell him why'd they steal that kill, or why'd they pick up the power-up when they were at full health? And it's just, when you see people play it, it really captures the essence of sort of the dysfunction as well as the cooperative battle that the Fantastic Four go through.
A little help over here? Let me at him.
Yeah!
The teamwork on the screen is rooted directly in the teamwork behind the scenes, as Seven Studios pulled its group together to give the Fantastic Four the video game treatment it so richly deserves.
We have a great bunch of animators here and effects artists as well on this staff. They have gone to great lengths to recreate the four very different characters that are the Fantastic Four. We've got a guy that is on fire all the time, which means that we're running about, 30, maybe 40 particle systems on Johnny alone, just all the time.
Well, the first thing we wanted to do when we tried to create a realistic Johnny Flame was take one of our artists and light him on fire and have him run around. That didn't really work out too well. Just kidding. We actually talked to the movie people who were doing the effects for Johnny and learned some things from them. Actually, they looked at what we were doing and saw things that they liked as well.
Fire wants to expand. Fire wants to grow outside of its boundaries. Fire does not want to stay on a limb in the way that they do in a superhero kind of a world.
All I can say is that it was both a team effort of artists and programmers working together, which is really critical. When you get that teamwork, that's when you get the real beautiful results.
With over 40 years of source material to pull from, the developers have worked overtime in delivering an immersive experience for the fans of the comics and the film. Fantastic Four the game is the closest they can get without actually starring in the blockbuster movie themselves.
Well, there are a lot of hardcore fans of Fantastic Four out there, and this game will definitely appeal to them. One of my goals in Fantastic Four the game was to make it into a collector's item. Not only a game that lasts with the extra features, all the work, all the little touches. It's something that if somebody really loves Fantastic Four, they're going to want to have on their shelf because they're going to refer back to it and have that sort of a piece of history. Comic book history is one of the things we're trying to accomplish with this.
Everyone needs our protection on Yancey Street.
But who's gonna protect you, punk?
I've only done sort of voiceover work to screen, either to a commercial or to my character on the screen. So it was bizarre to be in sort of an isolated sort of booth and try and recreate the character that I haven't actually seen, But of course I played him in the movie, so a lot of it was replicated in the game, which will be very exciting for the fans, to play actual scenes from the movie.
Dinosaurs? Wonderful. Dinosaurs? Wonderful. I think they're trying to kill us. I think they're trying to kill us.
Good, and try one. I think
that little one like out of breath too, like you've just been running. Chased by robots.
I think they're trying to kill us. Yeah, more.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to kill us. That statue of Horus is emitting strange energy readings.
Look, one more.
That statue of Horus is emitting strange energy readings. Use your shield to reflect the blasts at the statue. Use your shields to reflect the blasts at the statue. It's vulnerable.
Yes, it is.
It's vulnerable. Attack. It's vulnerable. Attack. Good work, team.
Bring it down just a tad.
Okay. Good work, team.
The story of the movie, he conducts an experiment in space and it goes horribly wrong, and he develops these superpowers, as do all the other characters in the movie, and he becomes Mr. Fantastic, and his special powers are the capability to stretch any part of his body, his whole torso, his arms, his legs. So it's a pretty cool superpower to have. And as an actor preparing for this part, I just had to open my imagination really, because all of the special effects, i.e. my arm stretching, is going to be done afterwards. So I was continually during the project having my arm tied behind my back and sort of imagining my arm elongating and sort of starting one shot, just my legs, as if I was jumping to the other side of the street or something, and then picking it up on a separate shot with me coming into frame as if I've stretched along the street. So it was just leaving everything to the power of the imagination, really. I must admit, it's very, very exciting. Having played video games as a child, it's now very exciting to be, and a very strange concept to be, you know, a superhero up on the big movie screen, and be a superhero in a video game, you know, and playing myself, and it'll be my own voice and everything. It's very strange and very exciting.
What's really cool about the Fantastic Four video game is the player can actually be any one of the Fantastic Four. Unfortunately, I only got to play Sue, but it would have been great to fly around like Johnny, or stretch like Reed, or become the Thing and muscle everyone around, or Doom, which is probably all of our favorite character, because he's just, first of all, the biggest badass in the world, and he electrocutes everyone. The action in the game is great, I mean, for my character especially, because she can not only go invisible, she can put up force fields and she has telekinetic powers, you know, depending on what situation she's in. So I can sneak by people, I can pop up at the last minute, and then I could also sort of control things with force fields, which is my favorite thing that Sue does. So it's, you know, it's kind of a dream come true to actually be in a video game.
Just a little quicker. This should knock those.
This should knock those jerks on their butts.
Perfect.
This should knock those jerks on their butts. We made it. We made it. Our air supply is limited. We have to move fast. Let's just get those shields and get out of here. Let's just get those shields and get out of here. Same plan.
What's your piece?
Same plan. Same plan.
Good. What happened? One more.
Look, another elevator. Look, another elevator.
Get over to it when it's even.
Get over to it when it's even. Johnny calls out another elevator.
Same plan. We can't hold them off forever.
Perfect. Next time.
There's only one break left. We have to protect it. There's only one break left. We have to protect it. Yes, Reed, we're on Dragon Man's tail, literally. It's not pretty. Yes, Reed, we're on Dragon Man's tail, literally. It's not pretty.
Not pretty. You should see last time.
Who? Who?
Never mind. I'm inside the security center. As soon as I access the mainframe, head for the service elevator.
Roger that. Roger that. It's incredibly exciting to be part of both the game and the movie. It feels like a complete package, like the right marriage to be part of both. It's sort of surreal to see someone and also to play myself and control myself. So yeah, it's really cool to be part of both, and seeing, you know, my face and my body and all the movements in a virtual me is very cool. So I love being part of this.
Doing the voiceover for the Fantastic Four video game was a lot of fun. It's a completely different experience than playing the part in the movie. You really have to nail the feeling and emotion of the lines with only your voice, which is an interesting challenge. The thing gamers are really going to like about the game is the ability to relive movie experiences and go beyond by playing as all the Fantastic Four superheroes. They can do things like, you know, they can control fire, they can go invisible, squeeze into really tight spaces, bust through walls. Gamers are really going to like playing superheroes like Johnny Storm because they'll be able to bend flame at will and ward off enemies and create huge supernova fireballs.
Who is this guy anyway? Wait!
Just a little pause where the comment is. Then.
What a ride! Okay, where's the doorknob?
And a little pretty. Where's the door?
Okay, where's the doorknob? Okay, where's the doorknob? Look at all the shiny robots. Time to turn up the heat. Full blast! Look at all the shiny robots. Time to turn up the heat. Full blast! Look at all the shiny robots. Time to turn up the heat. Full blast! Wait, I'm okay! Weirdly, I'm okay.
Great, one more like that.
Wait, I'm okay! Weirdly, I'm okay. Wait, I'm okay! Weirdly, I'm okay. Have no fear. The Human Torch is here.
I feel better already. Johnny mumbling.
I feel better already. I feel better already. Hey, Rockhead, less talking, more punching. Sure, Victor is rich and handsome, but can he bend himself into a pretzel? Sure, Victor is rich and handsome, but can he bend himself into a pretzel? Dang, you really got ugly. Dang, you really got ugly.
One more like that.
Dang, you really got ugly. How'd you do that?
Good, even more impressive.
That was sweet. How'd you do that?
Little pause between sweet and impressive.
That was sweet. How'd you do that? Sweet. It's hero time. Flame all the way on. Sweet. It's hero time. Flame all the way on.
A bit more excited because you're ready to jump in there and rumble.
Time to kick some butt. Time to kick some butt.
I can't tell you how psyched I am to be in the Fantastic Four video game. I've been a gamer for years, so being able to see and hear myself in the game is going to be amazing.
There were a handful of Marvel comics that I really loved, but the Fantastic Four was my favorite, and particularly the character of Ben Grimm, the Thing. And I said to my brother at the time, you know, if they ever make a Fantastic Four movie, that's my role. I just related to him, you know, rock hard He-Man, you know, with a heart. That's me. I always really liked the idea that they weren't anonymous, that people knew who they were. I liked the fact that they were more accessible as characters, and particularly Ben. Ben was, you know, a blue-collar everyman, and that's kind of my niche, if you will. So I saw a demo of the game, and it was mind-blowing. I'm amazed at how far video games have come. You know, I'm a bit of a gamer. I tend to like the strategy games, but this was unbelievable, intricate, really, really intense detail. So, I mean, this is a game that, I hate to admit it, but at 41, I'll play it, you know, all the time. So you know, I could just see my two little girls and me in there. It's my turn, it's mine.
You're gonna fight over.
Make mine sunny side up, matchstick. There you go. Make mine sunny side up, matchstick. Well, that sucks.
Faster. A little faster. A bit more.
Well, that sucks.
Alright, fight begins, Reed appears, Reed.
Either one.
Whatever can I go.
Let go of me, Reed.
Now we should also redo You've Done an Awful Feat.
Let go of me, Reed.
Say an exertion sound.
Thank you, and then go down to the next.
Nice.
If I don't get off this floor and find some help, my friends are done for.
Good.
Look at me. Don't tell me to calm down.
Good, Reed.
It's clobbering time. It's clobbering time.
Love it.
That's funny. Oh my god. Flames, huh? That's appropriate. I had a beagle once. That was little.
That's no little pet.
I had a beagle once. That was little.
Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Perfect. So
Feels like weight.
They're screaming about how to.
Forget the dads of the movies or television awards, so what, you know. They're going to get to play the Fantastic Four video game with Dad in it. Now I finally became cool. You know, that's like the meter.
It's really very exciting to be in both the Fantastic Four movie and obviously to be in the video game. I'm a huge video game
kind of freak myself, but it's going to be very strange seeing myself in a video game, and quite surreal. It's, you know, my face, my body, and it's very like us. Trust me, the scanning they did for this thing is quite extraordinary. Victor Von Doom, otherwise known as Dr. Doom, was an extraordinary character for me to play, actually, for so many different reasons. Obviously, he's the evil genius who has a long history with the Fantastic Four, and is the one who plans the hopeful and eventual downfall of the Fantastic Four. But you know, for me, the part was totally different from any part that I've ever played before, and that's always, as an actor, a good thing. Playing a character that is so deeply rooted in the history of the Fantastic Four is firstly a great honor for me, because I'm a huge Fantastic Four fan myself. And I have been of the cartoons and of the comic books since as far as I can remember. So to be able to play Victor Von Doom was really just quite amazing, even if he is a bad guy. Doing voiceover for the Fantastic Four was, for the Fantastic Four video game, was really quite fascinating. The focus is on, you know, how to speak and the intonation of my voice, which is very different from having to focus on what I do on film or TV, so it's been quite an experience.
We need to know more right now. We need to know more right now.
All those are great. Thank you. Reed's answer to you is no.
Von Doom Industries is proud to be endowing this magnificent new Egyptian wing. Von Doom Industries is proud to be endowing this magnificent new Egyptian wing. Von Doom Industries is proud to be endowing this magnificent new Egyptian wing. What's this? Another one of Reed Richards' cosmic failures? What's this? Another one of Reed Richards' cosmic failures? What's this? Another one of Reed Richards' cosmic failures? Sue could have been killed. What were you thinking? Sue could have been killed. What were you thinking? Sue could have been killed. What were you thinking? Come at me again, Richards. Do your worst.
It's over, Victor.
The Fantastic Four video game is really, it really puts gamers in the middle of the action and allows them to live the life and become the Fantastic Four, which sets it apart from other video games, really. It's like the movie coming to life, and gamers can jump in and take control whenever they want. It's, I mean, you know, go buy this one. It's going to be good. Now, I hope I get a free one of these, like, games, right?
You can have as many as you want.
Good, good.